Hello everybody, and welcome to your midterm. This is obviously the home screen for the course. All you have to do to get to the midterm is click on this first link, which is your midterm, and then you'll see two editions of the midterm. They're exactly the same. One of them is for PC or for Microsoft Word. If you're using a Mac and you do not have Word for Mac, you will not be able to open this file, even with a password. That's one of Blackboard's dirty little tricks. If you have a Mac and you want to use Pages, all you need to do is click on Midterm Pages for Mac. The password is the same for both. The first letter of the password is lowercase a, and I'll be giving you the password obviously throughout the video. So I'm going to click on Midterm for Word. I'm using a Mac, but I have Mac for Word. And you see, I'm going to my Downloads folder. It's YYY Midterm. I had to create so many of these files to get it to work properly. But I'm just going to double click on that. You'll see the password file open up. Second letter of the password is P, lowercase again. And it comes up. Please put your name on your midterm. If you don't put your name on your midterm, I will not know who you are. I never look at names when I grade, but I obviously need to know your name in order to grade it. Enter the grades into the grade book later. And put the date, please. And you'll notice that the due date is the same as all the other assignments are always due. It's going to be due on Sunday, July 2nd, 2013 by 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. And it's the same time as week 5's assignments. And let me apologize, I am sorry to have assignments on the same week as a midterm, but you get to use your textbook, you get to use your notes, you get to use my lectures, and anything you can find online to help you answer the questions on your midterm. The not so good thing is midterms. I tried to make it as difficult as I could, because not out of sadism or anything like that, but because you can use all of those resources, so I want you to write something really good. So the format of the exam is an essay-based exam, and almost more than half of it is going to be geared toward interpreting 2 videos, or actually 3. You can pick and choose between these videos. One is the History Channel. It's banned from the Bible, Secrets of the Apostles, and it's a video of scholars talking about the secrets of the apostles, and it's really good. The other 2 is part 1 and part 2 of the story of Jesus. I think that all of these videos individually are about an hour long, but as I said, you can just pick one, or you can watch a little bit of all of them, or all of them. But I don't expect you to do that. But this essay is focused on the goal of the course, which is to enable you to speak intelligently about the New Testament. And if people know that you've gone to a Baptist school, and especially if they know that you had to take New Testament survey, they're going to ask you questions at some point about videos that they see on the History Channel or on the BBC. So, and I get asked it all the time. Of course, I've been studying it quite a bit longer than you have, but I've noticed that if I even tell people I'm from Wayland Baptist, they want to talk to me about this kind of thing. So we're going to practice. And I told you this is an essay-based exam. I have a minimum suggested word count per question. So every time I ask a question, I give you an expected word count for the essay, and they're not very high, but they are the minimum word counts that one would have to address the question. In other words, if you write less than this amount of, the given amount of words, then you're not addressing the topic. So, or you're not addressing the topic adequately to get a good grade on that question. So those are just guidelines. You know, if you're a little bit under, that's okay, but not really. If you go over, that's okay, but don't go too far over, because I don't want you to spend too much time on one question. This exam should take 3 hours. So whenever you're budgeting your time this week to uh, take this exam, please budget at least 3 hours. And I would suggest an hour a day, you know, over 3 days. And it could take you up to 4.5. If it's taking you up, if you get to the 4.5 hour period and you're only on week 2 of the questions, you probably need to stop and send me an email and tell me what's going on, and I will help you, because this should not take longer than 3 hours. You know, unless you type slow, then maybe 4.5 at the most. So keep that in mind. And each section, okay, each word has each question has a minimum word count, and I give you several questions to choose from, and those answers should add up to the section word count. And I will show you on week 1. Okay, week 1 questions. This entire section is worth 24 points, and the total minimum word count for the week is 500 words. And I have links to the videos here, the History Channel and the BBC. Now you'll see here this first question. It's actually kind of a group of questions to help guide you in your answer. It's a minimum of 250 words, and you see right here 250 words. So if you write 250 here, 250 there, that's 500 words, and you're done for the section. However, when I scroll down a little bit, you'll see there's more questions in the section to choose from. Okay, so you're sitting down and you are wanting to write your answer for week 2 questions, and it's still on the videos. Here are the questions. There are Jewish, Christian, and non-Christian sources for the life and teachings of Christ. So what you do is you go to the lecture notes, and I clicked on it. We're just waiting. Week 2. It's going to download. I'm going to open it. Okay, here's week 2 lectures, and what I want you to do is you scroll down to where it starts talking about here are the sources for the life and teachings of Jesus. Whenever you're answering this question, you're going to be responding to the video with this question here, and you're going to be bringing this up, these points up as topics in an argument. You know, you're going to be responding. So you have, from the lecture notes, you have your guide of how to answer the questions, and you have here the question from the midterm, and all you do is you write your awesome essay. Essay should be at least 5 sentences. Especially whenever you have this word count, you can be guided to how much you should write for each question, obviously. So that's how you do it. It's really simple, but it is higher order thinking is what we call it in education. You know, I want you to take material that you should know from the lecture notes and the lectures and Wikipedia and every other thing you can find online to answer a question. And you're going to be critiquing the videos. So what I would do if I were you is print this out and have this by your side whenever you're watching the videos or video, and jot down some notes on how you plan to answer it, and then go back to your lecture notes and make the appropriate points. You'll see these points, apply it to the video. That's all you're doing. And please pay attention to these questions. And when you get down to week 4, now we're not doing the video anymore. The video is for weeks 1 through 3. When you get to week 4, it's just based on the notes in the lecture, and you have your questions. And week 5 is, I only have one question from week 5. I know that we just did it this week, so I only have one question here. Below week 5, you have extra credit. All of these are short answer. I only want like one word or 2 or 3 words, just the minimum amount of words you can do to answer the question. And these are kind of like, they're kind of like multiple guess questions, but without the guesses given to you. So these are all student presented questions from the extra credit area. You can see we have a lot of participation, which is awesome. And then on the last page, there are 2 questions. One is for 2 points extra credit, and that is, if you were an author of the New Testament gospel, what miracles that are already in Scripture would you have been so sure to include in your work? And then give me 2 examples, and why would you want to include them? So that's a little bit more than one word answer, but just answer it briefly. And then for 1 point extra credit, and I might actually give you more extra credit for this, because I've seen in the forums and in the question areas and places like that, people have noticed that I have said there are 26 books in the New Testament. There are 27. I do have a rationale for that, for the number difference. If you know what that rationale is, I've told you before. You just have to find where I have told you that. That's worth at least 1 point extra credit, and I might give you more than that if you need it. So that is your midterm. If you have any questions, for the love of God, please contact me. I forgot to give you the rest of the okay, this is an update on the password. I gave you 2 letters in the video. The 3rd letter is P, lowercase p, then L, and that's 4 letters for your password. The last 2 letters are going to be released in a different manner, so you have to look in 2 different places to get the password, the complete password. So anyway, good luck, and please let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to reading your essays.